Welcome, class. Dr. Rosie here. I hope you're doing well, staying safe, practicing safe distancing from people. I'm calling you. I'm speaking to you directly from my home office. I'm here with my books, my dogs, and no people. I miss you. So I've decided to put together this PowerPoint, and I will be loading this PowerPoint in the classroom, but I've also taken the PowerPoint and I'm using it as the basis of my video, and that's what I'm talking to you about today. And it's all about how to navigate our classroom. I'm concerned that some of you have never been in an online classroom, so this is just a quick and easy way to show you that it's really easy and there should be no questions asked. So don't be alarmed when you come into the classroom, because this is what you see. This is the student view, so this is exactly what you will see. You're in your home screen here, and that's why it's in black. The rest of these items that are on this screen here are items that we may or may not use, but it doesn't matter. The only thing you have to worry about is going home. And so Canvas is set up in modules, and what a module is really is just everything that is going to be done for that particular week, and it's also set up in weeks. But we start off with this introduction, and I've just put some general information here. Number one, our updated syllabus, and that's something that we really need to take a look at, because I've taken the syllabus and I've just made it make sense for the online world. I haven't added anything, so please don't panic. A student told me earlier that I have added items. No, I have not. These are all the things that we would be doing in classroom, and I'll explain all of these as we go through each slide. So this is back to home. I also want to show you that this PowerPoint that I am using for this presentation is here in case you have to refer back to it. I also will have this recording in this section as well, probably right underneath here, just so that if you really miss my voice, you can play it. Maybe you can use it to fall asleep to. I don't know, but just stay in your homes. Okay, so let's move on. So week 12, module 1. It starts on the 23rd. That's when class kicks off again, and it ends on the Sunday. So what are you required to do? Icons are important here in the Canvas world, so you have to just sort of get used to them, and I've circled them. This is a discussion, and I guess this is sort of like two computer screens sitting together, and what this sort of means is that you have a post that you're going to write, and then you're going to be responding to others. So I look at this icon and I say it's a description of multiple posts. The other icon is this one, which is the sort of like somebody writing with a pen on a writing board of some type, on maybe a tablet, and that icon means an assignment that has to be submitted. So you have two of them. Don't panic yet. And then you have the paper clip, which represents a file. I've attached a group of those here in the classroom, and typically those are the items that you're going to use to help you complete the week that is required for this class. All right, so let's move on. What happens when you click? All of these are live links, so when you click on this link, you go to the discussion area. And I have the discussion set up exactly the same on every one. There's 4 of them. We have 4 for the 4 weeks that are coming up. We have 1 discussion for each week. And so this first thing is to read and view Trifles by Susan Gaspel. I've put the pages down that are in our text. For those of you that have the older book, just look up in your index for the pages that this particular play is on. I haven't done it yet, but I will. You're also going to view it. I have found this great, it's just a local group that put on this play at a local playhouse, and it's really cool the way they've actually interpreted the play, and it's exactly the way the book has it written down, so the actual script it matches. So follow along in your book and view it, and you'll be able to understand it. So once you've done that, take a look at the question. And then I want you to submit an initial response to this question of about 150 words, and then I want you to respond to 2 of your peers. So read, view, understand the question, write, and I want you to use lines from the play to support what you've got to say. So I've given you an example down here of how to cite it. In this particular play, there's no acts or scenes. It's just actually one scene. So Gaskell did not use those particular designations for her play. So there's only lines, and that's why I put the line at the end here. And so I wrote, Gaskell demonstrated the ladies seemed to figure out what happened in that home when Mrs. Hale stated his neck choked the life out of him. So you notice I put quotation marks at the beginning and quotation marks at the end, and in parentheses that's the line number. So keep that in mind when you're doing your response. So when you're ready to write, you click on reply, and what happens is you open up a text box. A text box is exactly that. You actually write in the text box. You notice I have. Now be careful here. Make sure that you're using proper English. Use spell check, use grammar check, complete sentences, watch your capital letters. You will lose points if you don't do the simple checking. Now, whenever I was in a classroom and had to do, when I took my online classes, I actually did my responses in Word. That way I could spell check, I could make sure that everything was okay, and then I would copy and paste it into this box. Okay, and remember, do not leave this page until you click post reply, because if you just type it in and then leave and go back to your class, go back to your home page, it will disappear. Where it goes, who knows? I still haven't ever figured that out, but it does not upload to the discussion section until you hit post reply. Keep that in mind. Okay, let's go back to home and let's come down to the poetry analysis link. So you click on that, and here we are. Now the poetry analysis essay was due when we came back from spring break, so I don't have any instructions on how to write it, but I do have instructions on how to submit. The first thing you do is you click on the button Submit Assignment, and that's always up here in the corner. Once you do that, once you do that, you come to this page, which is the file upload page, and what you're going to do is click on Browse. You're going to browse your computer. I always put anything that I have to upload on my desktop. Find it, click on it, click Open, and it will automatically upload. Now, here's something to pay attention to. Before you start to browse, you notice that the phrase here says no file selected, which means that there is no file that has been uploaded yet. When you click Browse and click Open and your file uploads, this phrase changes to the file name. Okay, so that's a way to make sure that you have a file attached. Once you do that and see that change, you then can click Submit Assignment. As soon as you do that, up at the top here, there'll be a green check that pops up, and also the phrase Assignment Submission Successful. If you don't see that, something is wrong. Okay, so that takes care of the poetry analysis that was due when we came back. Now let's talk about the drama choice. Now, again, this is a live link. You click on this. Now, ordinarily, I would have sent around a piece of paper in classroom and said, write down which essay which drama you're choosing. Unfortunately, I had to translate it into an online world assignment. So this is easy peasy. Okay, what I've done here is I actually have a sheet in a file in the classroom that has all the instructions for how to do the drama choice, how to do the drama essay. And this is the step 1, and I put the step 1 here, which is I need to know which one of these you're going to do. And I also need to know what you're going to analyze in this particular essay. I've given you some ideas here, okay, but if you come up with something else, that's fine. Let me know. I will tell you if that's good or if it's not. Okay, once you decide, click on Submit Assignment. And once you get here, I just want you to type in the box. And in this case, I gave you an example. My drama of choice will be Death of the Salesman. I'll be analyzing the differences and similarities between Willy Loman and his 2 sons, Happy and Biff. Notice that all of the plays, when you refer to them, are in italics. Okay, and again, Once you click on Submit Assignment, okay, a green check will appear up here, and that's the assignment message, and the message will come up, Assignment Successfully Submitted. All right, now let's keep going back to home. Once we get back to home, I want to take a look at just the other items that are available, the other modules. We have Module 13, which will be the week after next. We'll have a discussion. You'll be sending me your assignment, 3 sources for your essay. I've included a file here, an example works cited page, and you'll be able to sort of use this information to be able to set up your 3 sources according to MLA formatting. In week 14, we'll have a discussion. I've included some sources here, some files. I sent a sample essay for you, and I also have some general drama MLA formatting ideas. I'm also going to include here, and I haven't completed it yet, but it will get there by the end of the day. I'm going to repeat the instructions for the assignment here, and I'm also going to include a explanation of how to put together the PowerPoint presentation for the drama. Remember, we were supposed to have presentations, so you are still going to do that, and you're still going to send it to me, and I'll just make believe that you're reading it to me. So in week 15, we have a discussion, and then that's when your essay is due, as well as the PowerPoint presentation. Notice that the 19th, that is the cutoff date for both of these items, so keep that in mind. And then finally, the final exam will happen on week 16, and I expect you to send that to me by Thursday, so I have time to grade it. I will probably release the final exam someplace up here, probably in week 14. And if you notice down here, I've also included participation. And while it looks like it's an assignment, you've already accomplished that assignment. For those of you certainly that have attended every class from week 1 to week 10, you'll get all full 90 points. If you've missed a class between week 1 and week 10 or 11, whatever it was, you will lose points for not participating in class. So I figured I just wanted to make sure that I included that. I thought it was fair. The only other thing you have to worry about, I guess, would be grades. If you click on grades, this comes up, and you'll know where you're at. I have not yet loaded all the grades that have already been done, like all the assignments that have already been done, like assignment essay 1, 2, and the 2 in-class items. I will have that done by the weekend. And the reason I also wanted to show this screen is because I actually submitted a poetry analysis, and it shows that I've submitted it here, and it shows that it's waiting for grade. And I also submitted that drama choice you noticed here, and it says T, which means that it's waiting for grading, and it's a text box entry. So that's a good way to make sure that, again, you can click on grades to make sure that your assignment has been posted. Okay, I have nothing else to say other than relax. This semester is almost over. That's all, folks. Keep in mind that I'm readily available. I'm just going to hang out here in my office and watch movies and have a lot of downtime or uptime when I have to do grading. If you need me, please call or text. Please do not email me. I can immediately respond to any problem, concern, or issue by phone. It's a lot easier that way, and it'll ease your tensions and concerns. Okay? Have a great day. Be safe. Wash your hands.